Hello friends and welcome to this session for GATE and ESC Electrical Engineering. My friend, this session is going to be one of the most awesome session and you are going to really learn something very new and something that will help you in the exam. In the exam for GATE, may it be 2021 or it may be 2022. Now, before we start the lecture, my friend, let me introduce you myself. My name is Ankit Goyal. I got AIR 1 in GATE 2014 and GATE 2018. And my friend, I was also awarded the President of India Gold Medal by the President himself in the year 2013 when I graduated from IIT Indore. Presently, I am working as a director at an academy for GATE department, and that is why constantly I am able to bring new and more initiatives for you. Because an academy is not an institute. An academy is not a coaching. An academy is more of a revolution. An academy is more of a feeling. An academy has everything right that is wrong with every other coaching institute in the country. The name An Academy, my friend, has been comprised of two words, un and academy. That means it has everything that is not there in an academy. So an academy cares about the student in the best way possible. It cares about the student most than or more than any other person can. All the initiatives are centered on the student. That is, they are always working towards the student welfare. And that is why, my friend, you are watching this course on power system. That is why, my friend, you are watching this course on power system free of cost on our YouTube channel. So my friend, if you are visiting this channel for the first time, make sure that you have subscribed, because we have electrical machine, power electronics, power system, communication system, EMT, EDC, network, signal, control, digital, everything is here on this channel, that too free of cost, my friend. But what has An Academy done? An Academy has brought a revolution in the country where they are providing the most affordable education, and that too free of that too at the most affordable price, as well as free of cost on YouTube. So my friend, if you want to be a part of the revolution that An Academy has created by means of the courses that are running on An Academy, where they are bringing you the best ever educators of the country on a single platform. That is, you, my friend, can be able to learn from India's top educator at the cheapest or at the most affordable prices possible. At the most affordable prices possible. Now, my friend, I'm talking to you. You can dare to dream. You can dare to enter a PSU. You can dare to dream about MTech from an IIT. Why? Because An Academy has made it possible. An Academy has done everything that is required to get the best rank in GATE examination. So my friend, if you want to join An Academy, make sure that you use the code Ankit ESE, because the door to An Academy opens with this code, and this directly makes me your mentor so that I can guide you at each and every step regarding your GATE preparation. And not only this, you will also get 10% discount on your subscription. Now, what does An Academy bring for you? Not only the live classes. The live classes are the best part of An Academy, where you can interact with the educator, ask your doubt, and make sure that you understand each and every concept and then only exit the class. But other than that, you get dedicated doubt session, where you can post a pic of a question and ask any doubt, any number of doubts. Then you have weekly quizzes. Every Sunday we test how much you have understood. Then there are daily practice paper which we provide you for practice. Then there are practice questions from An Academy. Then there are test series from An Academy. Then there is crash course, where we will boost your rank in the last few months. There is rank improvement batch for the students who have already done well in the GATE examination. Now, my friend, all of this just with one subscription fees, where you don't have to pay anything again and again or anything extra. That is the magic of An Academy. Just join An Academy without thinking too much.
Hi guys, in the last two lectures we were dealing with the propagation of surges in a transmission line. We saw how the surges were generated and how they were getting reflected and refracted within a transmission line. In this lecture we will see a few problems based on the surges, reflection and refraction. So let us get started with the first problem. It is saying a surge of 260 kV traveling in a line of natural impedance. Natural impedance implies characteristic impedance of 500 ohms arrives at a junction with two lines of natural impedance 250 ohm and 50 ohm. What is the voltage transmitted in branch lines? Okay. So if the two lines are having a junction, are having characteristic impedance of 250 ohm and 50 ohm. So let us find equivalent. Equivalent will be 250 into 50 by 300, that is 250 by 6 ohm. Now we know transmitted voltage is equal to incident voltage into 2ZL over ZL plus ZC. Incident voltage is 260 kV. ZL is actually the load impedance, which is 250 into 6 divided by 500 plus 250 by 6. Okay, so it becomes 40 kV. That means the magnitude of the surge reduces. And I told you also, whenever the surge travels from a high impedance to a low impedance, the magnitude reduces. It is traveling from a line having an impedance 500 ohm to two lines having equivalent impedance of 250 by 6. Since it is going to a low impedance, the magnitude should reduce. In our next problem, it is saying a surge of 20 kV magnitude travels along a lossless cable towards its junction with two identical lossless overhead line. Inductance and capacitance of cable are given. Inductance and capacitance of overhead line are given. We need to find the magnitude at the junction. Okay. So since we know inductance and capacitance of the cable, we can determine characteristic impedance of UG cable, which will be under root 0.4 millihenry by 0.5 microfarad. That is under root L by C due to the lossless nature of the cable. Similarly, we can calculate characteristic impedance of overhead line, which is 1.5 by 0.015 microfarad. So this will come out to be okay. Now it is saying a UG cable has a junction with the two identical lossless overhead lines. That means we have two identical overhead lines. So how is the system? This will be my UG cable. It is terminating in two overhead lines. So if we want to find equivalent load impedance, Z equivalent will be Z overhead by 2, because two lines are connected, two identical lines are connected in parallel. So it will be 158.11 ohm. Okay. Now to find the voltage at the junction, we need to find transmitted voltage, which is incident voltage 20, 2 into load impedance 158.11 over load impedance plus ZC. Now since it is traveling from a medium with low impedance to a medium with high impedance, the magnitude of the surge will increase. It becomes 33.93 kV. Okay, so surge voltage is increasing since now it is going from a low impedance line or a low impedance cable to a high impedance overhead transmission line. Okay. In our next problem, it is saying a lightning stroke discharges impulse current of 10 kilovolt on a 400 kV transmission line having surge impedance of 250 ohm. The magnitude of transient over voltage traveling wave in either direction, assuming equal distribution from the point of lightning strike. This is my transmission line. Suppose lightning is striking at this point. It is inducing a current of 10 kiloampere. Now it is saying assume equal distribution. So current will get divided 5 kiloampere and 5 kiloampere. Okay. To find the surge voltage, we know surge voltage is surge current into characteristic impedance. 5 kiloampere, characteristic impedance is 250 ohms. So that is also equal to 1250 volt. So the voltage wave traveling in either direction will have a magnitude of 1250 kV. This is the peak value of the voltage wave. Okay. And in case of DC or in case of step signal, the peak value is same as average value is same as RMS value. In our next problem, it is saying our 800 kV transmission line is having a per phase line inductance of 1.1 millihenry per kilometer and per phase line capacitance of 11.78 nanofarad per kilometer. We need to find the ideal power transfer capability. Ideal power transfer capability is called as surge impedance loading or natural loading of the transmission line. Characteristic impedance is under root L by C okay. So characteristic impedance comes out to be 305.58 ohms. To determine surge impedance loading, we will do V square by ZC, where V is the line to line voltage, 800 into 10 raised power 3 square, 305.58. So it comes out to be 2094 megawatt. And why is it called as the ideal power transfer capability? Because at this power, sending end as well as receiving end power factor is unity, and we have a flat voltage profile on a transmission line. Hence it is the ideal power transfer capability. In our next problem, it is saying a lossless transmission line having a SIL of 2280. So V square by ZC is given as 2280 megawatt. Okay. A series capacitive compensation of 30%. What does series capacitive compensation means? In a transmission line, we are connecting a series capacitor. If it has a reactance XL, it will have minus JXC. So X equivalent will be J of XL minus XC. 30% means XC by XL is 0.3. So XC will be 0.3 XL, or we can say X equivalent will be 0.7 XL. We need to find SIL of the compensated line. Now ZC is, we can say, XL by BC. We are multiplying omega by omega. Omega L will be equal to XL, omega C will be equal to capacitive susceptance. Now ZC dash or nu will be, we know the equivalent reactance is 0.7 XL by BC. This will be ZC dash, or we will say under root 0.7 ZC. Okay. Since ZC is becoming under root 0.7 times, SIL will become 1 by under root 0.7 times. This is 0.836 ZC. Now SIL is inversely proportional to ZC. So what I will write is SIL2 by SIL1 is ZC1 by ZC2. ZC1 by 0.836 ZC1. So SIL2 will be 2280 by 0.836. So it is 2725 megawatt. So the surge impedance loading increases in case of a series capacitive compensation. Okay. In our next problem, it is saying two overhead transmission lines A and B having surge impedance of 400 and 420 ohm respectively are connected by a underground cable C of surge impedance 50 ohms. So there are two lines A and B. They are connected together by means of a cable C, and their surge impedances are given. A surge of magnitude 100 kV. So 100 kV magnitude is given. Travels along A towards the cable C. Find the surge voltage which is transmitted into the cable at the junction of A and C. This junction it is talking about. When the first reflected wave from junction of C and B, so here reflected wave reaches the former junction, that is, it reaches this junction. So when the first reflected wave from C and B will reach the junction of A and C, we need to find the transmitted voltage in C. Okay. So let us proceed step by step. First of all, what is the significance of infinite length? Infinite length means that the surge will continuously be applied or the source has not been removed. So first of all, what will happen is, since we are interested in finding the voltage inside the cable, let us first find the transmitted voltage into the cable. So transmitted voltage will be 100 into 2ZL by ZL ZC plus ZL. So it comes out to be 22.22 kV. Now this voltage 22.22 kV will travel like this, and since it is talking about reflection at the junction of B and C, we need to find the reflected voltage into the C. So I will write VC from junction of C and B. For that voltage, this 22.22 will act as the incident voltage. So incident voltage is 22.22. It is traveling in a medium of impedance 50 ohm. So that will be ZC. ZL will be the surge impedance of B because it is trying to enter B. So the incident wave travels in a medium that will be taken as ZC. The other impedance will be taken as ZL. Always remember, the medium of incident voltage will be ZC. So here we take ZL minus ZC, 420 minus ZC, 420 plus ZC. So this is 17.49 kV. Now what will happen? This 17.49 kV it will travel like this. Okay. So once it reaches this junction, some part will get refracted into A and some will be reflected back into C. Since we are interested in finding the voltage transmitted into C, which is transmitted into cable, so we will take the reflected part which gets transmitted back into the cable. So now this voltage will act as the incident voltage and we will take the reflection from junction of A and C. So 17.49. Now ZL will be 400 minus 50 by 400 plus 50. So this will come out to be 13.60 kV. Now this voltage will be going into C from the junction of A and C after being reflected at the junction of A and C. Okay. So what will happen? Now there are two voltage waves that are going into C. One is the original wave, this 22.22. One is this wave that is going into C, that is having 13.6 kV. So the total voltage going into the cable will be 22.22 coming from A plus 13.6 that is being reflected from junction of A and C. So total voltage will be 35.82 kV. Okay. So first reflection means when the first time we will take the reflection from junction of B and C. So these sort of problems you need to imagine how the surge is traveling, where it is getting reflected and where it is getting transmitted. Once you are able to imagine the diagram, once you are able to imagine the configuration, you can solve any type of problem. In our next problem, it is saying we have the cable inductance and capacitance. We need to find the velocity of wave propagation. Velocity is always 1 by root LC, where L and C are per unit length. 0.201 so this will come out to be 159.2 into 10 raised power 6 meter per second, or we can say 159.2 meter per microsecond. So that will be the velocity of wave propagation in the transmission line or the cable. Moving on to our last problem, it is saying the total reactance and susceptance of a lossless overhead line are given. We know the velocity of propagation, we need to find the length. Now velocity is 1 by under root LC. Now let us modify the formula a bit. 1 by omega L, omega C, omega. So it will be omega 1 by XL into BC. But these are per unit length. Okay. Suppose I multiply length also. So 1 by, now these are total values, but we are given in PU. PU means XL will be divided by Z base. XPU into Z base, and BC will be BPU into Y base. But we know Y base into Z base should be 1. Y base is reciprocal of Z base. So it will be, velocity can be written as omega L by XPU BPU. So if we substitute the values here, 3 into 10 raised power 8, omega is 2 into, or we can keep in 5 so that we will get the length in kilometer directly, 2 into pi into 50 into L by under root 0.045 into 1.2. So length will be 3 into 10 raised power 5, 0.045 into 1.2 divided by 100 pi. So how much will this come out? If we calculate it, 0.045 into 1.2 divided by 100 pi. So this comes out to be 222 kilometer. Okay, so that is a long transmission line, and we study the wave propagation in case of a long transmission line. So these sort of problems can be framed based on wave propagation in a transmission line.
So my friend, if you want to join Unacademy, if you liked the lecture, if you like the content that you have just watched, and you have decided that Unacademy is the right place for you, and you want to learn with me, you want to learn from me, then don't hesitate, because that is where we are conducting free classes every day that will boost your GATE rank. So if you decide to take subscription, click on GATE and ESE, click on get subscription. After this, you can choose the plan that you want to opt for. The final year and dropper can take 1 year plan. Second and the third year can take 2 year plan. But don't forget to use the code Ankit ESE. This will give you 10% off as well as it will bring you under my guidance. And as you can see, the prices are really affordable, my friend. It is much less than any other institute can offer you. And that is why I keep repeating, Unacademy is not an academy. It is a revolution. It is a feeling. You can make the payment by credit, debit card, EMI, net banking. Also, EMI is available on debit card, but for HDFC debit card and Bajaj Finserv debit card. So if you are from a weak financial background, you can pay the amount in installments. But only use the code Ankit ESE. And my friend, these are some videos where I have told how to study, how to get the best rank in GATE, and these videos will really help you in cracking GATE. So make sure that you watch each and every one of them. And my friend, these are our other channels, like for mechanical we have, for civil also we have, for computer science we have for SSC, JEE, all branches, electrical, mechanical, civil. And on this channel we have the previous year question video solution, that too free of cost. And many more channels will be coming very soon for you guys. So be a part of our YouTube family and you can take the benefit of all the free content that we are bringing. And my friend, this is my Telegram channel where you will find the notes of each and every lecture that I take. And this is my Unacademy profile which you can follow to watch my content for free on Unacademy, because there also I am taking regular free classes. So if you can't afford to join Unacademy, then keep associated with us, keep sharing the content that we are providing, and work towards making this YouTube family bigger and better. We'll keep bringing more and more content for you, and the only fees that you have to pay, my friend, is that you have to work hard and you have to share and like each and every video that we are uploading. So that way this family gets bigger. Even the student in a rural area can take the benefit of the free initiatives that we have started. And my friend, you also get the best rank in GATE without having to stress about how to pay. So if you can't be paying or you can't afford to pay, then make sure that you are building this YouTube family, a bigger and a better YouTube family, the biggest and the best community of all electrical engineers. So that is all from my side. See you again in the next lecture. Thank you.